In this video, we're going to go over the 6 legal reasons and the only reasons you can legally take a hardship withdrawal.
So the first one is medical care and medical costs.
Right. So this is hospital, emergency room, stuff like that. Extra out of pocket.
Keep your receipts.
Exactly.
Purchase a primary residence.
Purchase of your principal. Right. Exactly. Not your secondary home. Now, the one thing about this, there's a lot of full-time RVers out there. Does this count for that? I guess it would be if that's.
Are you asking yourself that
I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to live
You're
full-time.
asking me that question.
No, I don't want to live full-time in an
ask
RV.
yourself that question.
The rules always say purchase of a principal residence. It doesn't say it has to be brick and mortar.
Well, in the day and age of self-certification, can they decide themselves?
That's true, and that's also a very good idea. Now then, the third one is post-secondary education, which is a fancy way of saying trade school, college, or university. All right.
Fourth is preventing the foreclosure of a principal residence or an eviction.
Now then, what a lot of people try to make as an argument is, I need to get my car repaired or I'm going to lose my job, and if I lose my job, I'm going to get kicked out of my house, okay? Unfortunately, car repair is not one of the 6s, so even though the net result of needing to get your car repaired might be foreclosure, I'm sorry, the way the IRS looks at it, and this is what we're here to talk about, is you gotta wait until you're almost in foreclosure for your primary residence.
So there's funeral or burial expenses.
Now, I don't know that this necessarily applies to you.
Because I'm gonna live forever?
Well, no, because you have to bury somebody else. I don't know that it's for the employees.
So you're asking, can you self-certify on yourself for
exactly,
your funeral
for your own
expenses?
funeral expenses? No, okay. So you're talking about the funeral or burial expenses for somebody within the immediate family.
Can it be a cat or dog?
No, humans. As we speak, a portion of the country is being lashed by a vicious storm. So
that narrows it down.
That narrows it down, not much.
2023.
The reason why we're mentioning that is repairs to your principal residence due to the fancy words are due to a casualty loss that would have been tax deductible under Section 165 of the Internal Revenue Code. In other words,
for people who love code.
Yeah, and so in other words, if you're getting hit by a hurricane, repairs might fall under this one.
Rocked by a hurricane.
Rocked by a hurricane?
I'd
yeah,
rather
this is getting hit by a hurricane.
So
what we're talking about here is just what happens when you have to take a hardship. The thing you need to have a look at beforehand that we think, okay, this is our opinion, all right, beforehand is, can you take a participant loan first to meet your financial need? Because what we're not talking about here is if the downsides of taking a hardship, okay, it's not all roses. The downside of taking a hardship is if you're under age 59 and a half, when you take the hardship, there's a 10% excise tax penalty, okay, and all of this is subject to taxes. So if you're in I'm making up a number, if you're in a 25% tax bracket and you have a $10,000 hardship, you're going to pay $2,500 in taxes.
I have somebody who called me up and told me their toilet was broken and they wanted to take a hardship, and I told them it might be a hardship for you, but it's not a department. It's not an IRS hardship.
Right. No, I mean the hardships.
That is true.
No, the hardships we've seen is I remember lots of car repair requests. I'm trying to put first and last down to get into an apartment. I don't know that because that's not a purchase of a principal residence, and you're not preventing eviction or foreclosure.
And some people actually have student loans, and they'll go, well, I have student loans over the last 3 years. Well, it's in the same year.
Right, it's not, there's a time frame as to when the expenses need to be incurred. So, unfortunately, we've had to be involved. The company, I don't necessarily mean me personally, has had to be involved in denying a lot of hardships because we're here to keep the plan, to help the employer keep the plan in compliance with the IRS and DOL rules. But now with Secure 2.0, there is employee self-certification, so all of the responsibility of making sure that these are valid expenses is completely up to the plan participant if the employer is participating in that part of Secure 2.0. If you like this video, check out our other video on how to do participant loans if you want to learn more about that subject. And we would love for you to continue this conversation with us. So comment, like, subscribe, heck, even downvote us. We're looking towards interaction with you. We are looking forward to continue this conversation with you. So,
Hope this was helpful, and
thanks for watching. Take
Toodaloo.
care.